I fully believe that my destiny and purpose in life is linked to the full use of my talents and my passion. In our series on how to discover your genius, we have spoken about the fact that your genius is fundamentally made up of your passion plus talent, and then you wrap around that superior skill. But passion plus talent are those intrinsic values, those intrinsic qualities inside of you. Your passion is what you love doing, and your talent is what you're really, really good at. And we've got lots of tools on our website to go and actually find ways to discover this. But the angle I'd like to come at from today is to talk about 4 consequences of not working within your genius. In other words, if you're not working in that space, what does it feel like? So let me start off by saying that the 2 things we have said that will show you that you're working in your genius, remember, are, number 1 is you will always be rejuvenated by activities that involve your genius. You'll never be tired. You will just be continually rolling on because you are energized by these activities. And number 2, you'll be able to deliver a near perfect result every time you show up in your genius. In other words, you won't have to sit there and go through a manual. It'll come to you naturally. But what happens if you're not doing this? So, number 1, frustration. I remember before I discovered my genius that I would say yes to things. I would sign up for stuff. People would ask me if I could do this piece of work, this bad piece of work, and I'd say yes to them all, and then I'd sit in this piece of work and say, I'm not really having fun here. I'm frustrated. I've signed up for a contract where I'm actually not enjoying myself. And I found that frustration inside of me was actually quite dangerous because I just didn't enjoy what I was doing anymore. So if you're walking around very frustrated in your work, there's a very good chance that you're not working in your genius. The second point is being unproductive. We become unproductive when we don't work within our best delivery space, which is within our genius. So if you ask me to go and do work within, let's say, detailed admin, that is not my genius. I am so unproductive. I used to submit my tax forms late, and I'd try and do my own little bit of bookkeeping, and I'd get it wrong and I'd miscalculate. I was not productive at all in that space because it wasn't the way I was wired. God didn't wire me this way. He wired the people on my team that way, and they do it well, and they are highly productive. But I am very productive what I'm doing now because this is my genius. The third area has got to do something a little more philosophical, and that is if you're not working in your genius, and think about this a bit, you might also be jeopardizing your destiny. I believe that where you're going with your life in the long term should be linked with the use of your talents. It's even a biblical parable. Don't hide away your talents. Don't waste your talents. Use your talents to the maximum. I fully believe that my destiny and purpose in life is linked to the full use of my talents and my passion. And so if I'm not using those, I'm actually not moving in the direction that I should be going within my life. This takes a lot of thought in terms of how that connects, but I believe that your passion and talent is a very good clue as to your destiny. The last point is distraction. When you're not working in your passion and your talent, you find it's easy to get distracted. Why? Well, because you don't want to be doing what you're doing. So you look for other things to do. You'll be skipping away from your desk. You'll be trying to get to the office late. You will be doing different activities that are not part of what you should be doing because you don't enjoy it anymore. So I found with me, when I was working outside of my genius, it was so easy to get up and do something else. So I'd set aside a morning and say, this morning I'm going to do this. And I get into it for about half an hour, and I think, my goodness, I want to be somewhere else right now. And I would get my car keys and go and have a cup of coffee or something. And I know I'm not doing what I should be doing, but I distracted myself because I really wasn't fulfilled. So once again, the 4 things that will take you away from, or rather be consequences of not working in your genius: frustration, being unproductive, endangering your destiny, and becoming distracted. These 4 things you want to make sure you have nothing to do with in the future.